feel it as if it's real. When you do that, then you are a true master trader because it starts from within. What's up? How you doing this morning? I'm happy to see you. You look great. We are about to embark on a journey of price action trading and price action analysis in Unco. Well, me, I am your guide. You ready to do some traveling? I love looking at the charts because looking at the charts is how the price action speaks to us. As much as I enjoy making these videos and speaking, I enjoy listening to the price action. Since June 23rd, for a few weeks now, futures has been green, has been bullish, leading to new all-time highs. So my job is to identify the levels and the setups of where the price action can speak to us, letting us know if it's going to continue up, finally going down, or is it chop time. The market has been in an expansion phase bullishly, and it looks like today's candle, at least in the pre-market, it's opening up a bit choppy. Last Thursday, we had a pretty green day. You can see by this decent body green candle. And if you look at this orange line here, that is one of my Fibonacci levels, and it was at 6294.5. We are currently treating that area as a support. So with that being said, as far as being bullish, there's going to be three potential case scenarios: bullish, chop, or bearish. And as far as the bullish one goes, price needs to stay above 6294.5 as it's doing now. I have resistance at 63.13 and 63.33. If more upside and new records are to be set, those are the two resistant levels that must clear next, at least on the 15-30 minute chart. The higher the time frame that price closes above those levels, the better, especially on the daily chart. But at least on the 15-30 minute chart lowest, we clear those levels, 63.13 and 63.33. More upside can be had. Keep in mind, I have the next macro level, fib level, all the way up at 64.81. Just a reminder, if I zoom out, where did that macro level, fib level come from? I took it, the high from previous all-time high, February 19th high, and I brought my Fibonacci levels down to April 7th low. That's how I have those fib extension levels. All the way up at 64.81 is the next big one. But the micro level for resistance is 63.13 and 63.33. Clear those levels, we can go to new all-time highs. If the plan of the market makers is to be bearish, 6294 must fail first. If that level fails, that is a bearish warning. That's a warning to the bulls to be careful. We're at risk of a pullback. The next level I'd be watching below 6294 is 6270. That is the low of last Thursday's candle. To avoid an inside candle, which tells us this chop, to avoid an inside candle setup and to be bearish, straight up be bearish, 6294 and 6270 must fail. If those levels fail, 6259, 6233, 6227, and 6200 area would all be in play. If you're a bear, you want to see those support levels fail, preferably with volume, preferably rug pull style. Those little small micro pullbacks we've been having lately has not been cutting it. We need a rug pull style pullback if you are a bear. But those are the levels you want to watch break down to indicate that a pullback is possible. If we are in chop mode, then watch the range of last Thursday's candle. The range of last Thursday's candle with the low at 62.70 and the high at 63.33. If we are within that range, that is a sign from the price action that we are entering the contraction phase. And the contraction phase is usually when volume decreases and volatility decreases and the price range decreases. So just keep those three scenarios in mind, and whatever setup reveals itself, you react to it unbiasedly, up or down, level to level style, get your money. And for home run moves, you use your runners. Now we move on to Nasdaq. We also have a choppy candle in the pre-market as well. The range to watch is 22,934 up to 23,018. If we are in between 22,934 up to 23,018, there's a chance that we are chopping. But if we can break above 23,018, next target I have is all the way at 23,111. If new all-time highs is to be had, 23,111 must clear to send us up to 24,000 or higher. If it's pullback time and we break down 22,934, then the low of last Thursday's candle at 22,827 will be in play. And if that level is lost, that's a good indicator that we're going to get a deeper pullback, possibly back down to 22,582 or lower. And last but not least, here is gold. Gold is looking bearish, I will admit. Last week, they managed to recapture a fib level. That fib level was around 33.26. As you can see this morning, it's breaking down. It's also breaking down the 50 DMA. The price action is screaming bearish to Uncle Charters. For me to be bullish, it needs to get back above the 50 and my fib level at 33.26. If it can do that, then my bearishness will go away. I'll let go of the bearishness and I'll favor 33.74 plus to be back in play. But overall, it's looking bearish below that 50. And the next target is at 32.86. If the support at 32.86 hit and breaks down, I would favor a lot more downside. You have to look at this pivot low over here as well. This pivot low from late June is around 32.46. If this is a new downtrend that we're having, there's a chance that that level can break down. So watch those levels, 32.86 and 32. The low was at 32.46. We break down those next two support levels, then more downside is very possible for gold. So that's what I have for you this morning. I hope you found some value in this video. I really appreciate you being here. And don't you ever forget that you are a money magnet. Everything in this world before it came into fruition started in the human mind. It started in our imagination. So imagine yourself, trust the process and imagine yourself as the greatest trader of all time. Telling your wife and kids that you made it to be a six-figure trader. Imagine that in your mind right now. How would that feel like? Imagine that. How would that feel like? Picture it right now. Don't worry about the facts. Don't worry about what the 3D world's saying. I want you to imagine that right now before you click away. See yourself telling your wife and your kids or whoever your favorite person is. You telling them, I made myself a six-figure trader. I made myself a seven-figure trader. I am. Matter of fact, picture yourself telling them as if it's already happened. I am a seven-figure trader. I made it happen. And picture your wife and your kids so happy for you, cheering for you. Picture it. How would it feel like? Don't just think about it. Don't just imagine it, but feel it. Feel it as if it's real. When you do that, then you are a true master trader because it starts from within. Peace.